Gus Walls is my new American hero. You want to know why? Right here.
Hope, Gus, and Gwen, you are my entire world, and I love you.
The day I saw Tim Walz speak the first time, I knew this guy is a force for positive masculinity. As a dad with a daughter and a son in a deeply red state full of toxic masculinity, I cannot articulate how cathartic it has been to hear a real man speak and show how a real man can thrive in this country. After this exchange, I turned to my wife and I told her, you know how good of a dad Tim Walz is. Because his son is wearing his emotions. He's owning his emotions in public, on camera. There is no reservation at all. I can't do it that well. I cannot do it that well. I'm from the millennial generation, and there's just a little bit of that old school real men don't cry bullshit still in my system. Just to be clear, this has nothing to do with my dad. My dad is amazing. It's not just your dad, it's society. And that's why we need men like Tim Walz to be out there so we can see what does it look like to live in this world as a progressive man who is confident in his masculinity without carrying all of the toxic bullshit that comes along with the definition of being a man from 50, 60, 80 years ago. That Gus Walz can be out there on camera being an authentic human being while having a dad who's a member of the military, who's a football coach, who's a presidential candidate. It's proof that there is a future for men who don't want to live like men lived in the past. And this is how far we've come. When I was Gus Walz's age, if I cried in front of one friend, I would get called some sort of homophobic slur. And again, that's not speaking to my friends. I had great friends. That's speaking to the time that I grew up in. At the very root of all of the suicide and all of the violence that we see from young white men is a profound insecurity with being a man. From my experience with this personally, this comes as a result of the expectations that are pushed on us by other older toxic men. When for all the right reasons your brain is telling you you cannot be that kind of a toxic man, but every man in your life is telling you that that's the only way to be a man, it doesn't leave you with many options. So you either lash out against the country that broke you, you figure out a way to fix yourself, which in this country is very difficult, or a lot of kids, unfortunately, they take their own lives. Just like my dad couldn't fix everything for me, I can't fix everything for my 7-year-old son. And when I think of him growing up in a country where masculinity is either modeled by a guy like Donald Trump or a guy like Tim Walz, it makes me sick that that's even a choice. Men need help in this country, and Tim Walz is a huge step in the right direction.